Welcome to the High Valley and Northern Railroad. This is a new design done by CadRail. This is the software, and I've got a room that I want to fill with trains, and this is giving me the opportunity to see if it's possible, what my design is doing, and a little bit of a tour of it. This is very early version. I've only had the program for a week, and I've already made some changes visually, and so in version 2 of this video it'll be a little more interesting. Well, I don't know about interesting, but it'll be a little clearer, and some of the technical things that I've learned will be different. So we're on the river route. We're going into a tunnel. Some of the rendering parts I've learned to do a little bit differently, so it's not quite so crowded in some of these locations here. Back here on the back side will be a siding or a staging track, so one train in, different train out, or different train going the other direction. All kinds of possibilities. Also, the layout is designed to be run completely on its own, so that's exactly what this video is showing. And we just went across a Y type bridge that's similar to the Feather River, Western Pacific. On the right is a little town called Central Valley. At least at this point it's called Central Valley. May have a name change ultimately. And because of the camera I was using at this point, we have to stop that one because it only takes 2 minutes of video, and then we can restart and continue on from that same location. We're coming up to the urban part of the railroad. Here's 4 tracks of urban railroad. Eventually have all kinds of crossovers and signals and make it look busy industrial. We're turning into what would be a passenger terminal area with 2 more tracks in between. A walkover, freight's going through at the same time, so lots of fun. Just went through a wall into a test track area, return loop, workshop. Might be some extra tracks. In fact, this part is actually being built right now. And then we'll come out again. We're on track number 3 of that 4-track, and we're coming away from the river route and going into the mountain division. So track number 3 heads up the hill. There we have a separation. The 2-track main line goes down the hill. The single track on a fill above Central Valley is going up the hill. Probably slightly less than 3% on either direction. Get some separation over 30 feet, so we can have some fun with it. There's a little bit of a mountain pass that we're going over, making a turn. Steep canyons. We're going to go into Victory Gorge here in a second, and this will be a high trestle with truss overlayer. There's 3 levels here. On the river level, we were down at the lowest level a minute ago, and now we're stopping and taking a scenic view. Also, we're pausing to get a restart on the camera, and then we'll go into the rest of the mountain division, and coming down the hill, make a turn into Horseshoe Curve here and come into High Valley. Ironically, High Valley is on the south end of everything, so being called High Valley and Northern is appropriate. And there'll be a little town off to the right, some coal industry, some farm industry. Could operate point to point at this point. Now coming in here, there's the middle level of the 3 levels going across the canyon, and then more staging track, passing track, hidden track, whatever you want to call that. And again, the automatic rendering that's going on here causes some interesting views on this software. And we come up and we end up at track number 4, of the urban line. We're back into the heavy town settings. We'll go through the wall here, go into a large track that's going to be straight ahead, so we could terminate trains there, turn them around at this point, operate point to point, or just let them run. Trying to get as much as I can into one layout, and probably doing a little bit of overkill in doing it. So here we come, right around the corner where we started. Thank you for riding through the whole trip with me, and would love to hear some comments back from you. Talk to you later. Have a good day.